What's going on YouTube? This is the Rankins World channel, and I'm Mr. Rankin, and this is Clarissa Rankin. So today we're going to talk to you guys about should you buy your first home or should you buy your first truck? Also, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and hit the bell.
And don't forget to follow me on Instagram at love_me_some_Clarissa.
And follow me at _the simple guy. So stay tuned.
Lego. So thanks for following our channel at The Rankins World. And today we're going to cover, should you buy your first home or should you buy your first truck? And before we get started, I know you're looking at me like, why she got her coat and her hat on? I'm cold.
She always cold.
Don't judge me. Go ahead.
You would think it's 30 degrees in
Just go ahead with the show.
Man, whatever. So, like I said before, y'all guys want to know, should you buy your first truck or should you buy your first home? So a lot comes into play with that. It also is going to determine on, do you have kids, do you have a wife, and all that type stuff. So my take on that is, if you are single, you have no kids, you have no wife, me personally, I would go ahead and just get the truck. I would get the truck, start my business, and not even think about a home. That way, while you're on that road, you can stack up all the bread you can make.
And also, you don't have no ties at home. Like when you have something at home, like a house or apartment, you have to keep up the utility bills. You have to keep up all your home bills. Like make sure your car running. Make sure your car maintenance is there. Make sure you have money for your home in case something breaks down. So much ties into buying your first home. And buying your first home is not just an investment, but it's a big piece of property that you have ties to. And if you have a home with an HOA like we have, you got to be there to cut the grass. You got to make sure there's no fungus on the side of the home. And so many more rules and regulations tied to your home when it goes to purchase one. So if I was a single female or male, I would definitely buy my first truck. You can always sleep in your truck and stack all your money up like my husband just said and just live on the road until it comes a time for you to start building your family. Then you would start to thinking about purchasing a home. What'd you say on that?
Also, one or other could hinder your expectations on what to do. Say, for example, if you have a wife and kid, your mindset should already be either buy that home first and get it out the way. Because if you buy that truck first and go into business for yourself first, it's going to be harder for you to buy a home because they're not going to consider that first business that just started. They're not consider that of any income. So it's going to be hard to have any tax write-offs or tax returns because you have none. So if you have a family and a wife, I would go ahead and buy that home first and try to save up your money and then go buy your truck. Depending on your circumstances and the money that you have.
And then also remember, your first home that you buy is considered to be your starter home. You don't have to go out, if this is what you decide to buy a house, I'm just saying this. You don't have to go out and buy this big, extravagant house just because they give you a loan for that. Start off small. Get a starter home. That's what we did. Our first home was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Very simple, 1 level. It was right in our budget at $120,000. And we stayed in it for how many years? I think 3 years.
No, we actually stayed in for about 5 years.
Yeah, well, 4 or 5. Yeah, we stayed in for a little while. But that was our starter home. That was to get our credit right. That was to get us where we needed to be. That was to get our boys in a good school district. Get us used to the area that we're living in. So when it was time for us to build up, by that time we had built up so much for ourselves and credit and finances and so much more. By the time we went to the bank again to ask for another loan to purchase a home, we had already done saved up thousands of dollars. We done lived in this house and built up so much credit. And they was just willing to throw money at us to purchase a home. And then that's when we decided to do. We was like, well, for our second home, we're going to go all out. And we bought our little mini mansion, our 5-bedroom, 3-bath. I always call it mini mansion.
Yes, because the reason why we call it because it's a lot bigger than what we started out with. So that's just our personal thing that we like to call it, or she likes to call it. Also, on another thing is, you don't always have to buy. A lot of people make buying a bad thing or it's going to cost too much. Depending on where you live, sometimes it's cheaper for you to rent than to buy. I know here in North Carolina, it makes more sense to buy than to rent. So,
because rental property is so expensive here.
Yes, rental property is very expensive. You're going to save a lot more money buying. So my take on that would be, if you have a family, once again, I would go ahead and buy that home first if you need to buy a home. If you don't have a family and it's just you, go ahead and buy your truck and start your business. Get you some tax write-offs and some income coming in. I say at least 2 years, because a lot of banks want to have 2 years of tax returns in order for you to be considered. What is it? I forgot. That's a blooper. But in order to be considered an employee of your company or a job, you need at least 2 years. That's what I was trying to say.
Now, let me give you one more thing that you can take, and this is we're gonna tell them how much we paid for our first house and compare it to the apartment we went to. Right?
Yeah,
okay. We can talk about that. Let me give you some personal insight of what we did. Our first house, our mortgage was $786 a month. Like I said, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. When we sold that first house, we had to move into an apartment until our second house became available. So we found the apartment, and we had to be in the apartment for 3 months. We was in a 2-bedroom apartment, 2-bath, and it was less than, how many square foot? It was real small.
It was about
1,000
something.
It was 1,000.
They were very nice. I mean,
it was nice.
Granite countertop. Valet trash and all that. But
our rent was $1,531 a month. So basically, we went from paying $786 to $1,531 a month. So it doubled. So we did that for 3 months, and we had to sign a month-to-month lease. That's why it was a little bit higher. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is renting was so much more expensive, and we were so used to buying. And now that rent is more than what we pay now on our mortgage. So we always say, it's always, if you can, try to buy your first home. That's if you got a family, you need it. If you single, enjoy your life. Get in that truck, buy a truck, enjoy it, study it. Study the growth of trucking and the business of it, and that's what we're doing. Exactly. And now we're ready to buy another one. People are like, already so soon? Yes, we can afford it because we pay our bills on time. We can handle all our bills at home, handle our bills with the truck, and take care of our kids and our animals. So we think that it'll make a great deal for the Rankins household. But that's just for us. But we just giving y'all that opinion. Should you buy, or should you buy your first home, or should you buy your first truck?
And also, I want to touch on make sure, if you're going to buy your own truck, you want to lessen your expenses on your personal bills at home. Always make sure, I can't stress it enough, that you don't have a lot of expenses at home, because you want to be able to afford to pay your expenses on your business. You want to have a lot of expenses at home, because then you're going to break even. And
you're going to be in debt.
And you're not going to, it's going to feel like you're not making enough. So cut your expenses.
What he mean by that is, like for us, we only got a little bit of expenses. We don't owe every single body. We don't have loans every single place. We have one loan that's building up our credit, and we've been doing it for a while, and we never missed a payment. All our cars is taken care of and paid for. We still got the same old cars. Do we have any more big elaborate expenses?
We just got utility bills.
Yeah, our utility bills.
And
so
mortgage.
All our bills are under $2,500 a month. I think it's less than that, and they continue to creep down every year because we paying off different bills of our credit line. Now I can say I did get a credit card to help build up our credit for we can buy things. Say if something break down in the home, we do got warranty on a lot of things in the home, like our washing machine and dryer,
all the major stuff, appliances.
All the major appliances. But I also got one credit card just in case something else go bad. We can swipe that card, get an AC done or something, but that's only for emergencies and only for our home purposes. So I would recommend that, and it's been building up my credit tremendously, our credit tremendously with that one credit card. But you don't want to get yourself in debt. Oh, and this person, oh, and that person got car payment here, car payment there, child support, no, calm down. Make sure you know that you're not gonna put yourself in debt by getting a house, or make sure you know if you get a truck, it's gonna be something that you can afford to get and afford to watch it grow. Because like I can make $80,000 in 5 months, but that's not counting my expenses. So always remember, don't have too much debt. Don't owe everybody. Right? Just saying.
Shoot, if you got all that already before you even start the business, I wouldn't even start a business. Just because then you're going to be starting the business to make yourself feel like you need this business to lessen your debt. It ain't going to work like that.
No, it's not.
Go ahead and some way find a way to lessen that debt before you even start that business. Because once that business start, it's hard work.
What is it? Large money come with large expenses.
Yep.
And always remember, everything's not gonna grow in a day. It's gonna take time to grow, but you don't want to go into something with a lot of expenses. Choose your decision very wisely. Take what we're saying as a tool to kind of put in your head to kind of help you make your decision. But that's just things that we did, and we're being very successful at it. And I can't say we haven't, knock on wood. Well, this is marble, but knock on some wood somewhere. We haven't missed a payment. We have never missed a payment of our mortgage. We never missed a car payment. We never missed credit card payment. We never missed a payment. That's because I always make sure we take care of our business and take care of our house and take care of our living first. Then we take care of ourselves, because we can live off oodles and noodles. Peanut butter and jelly. So,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm telling you.
This may be a little off topic, but make sure that you what I was gonna say.
I don't know, baby. What was you gonna say?
Oh well, this is gonna be on camera. Make sure that you always pay your business first, and then take care of home.
Hey, didn't I just say that, baby?
Yeah, you said that, but it's okay. They can hear it again. Hopefully, this will help somebody. Because somebody did ask us this in the comment.
Yeah, somebody asked us. He said, should you buy your first home or should you buy your first truck? Which one? So we thought that would make a great video, and we know it can help someone else on our great subscribers. That what y'all need to do. So right now, go ahead and press subscribe and press the ding dong button. Notification.
Why you say ding dong?
I don't know. I just like because it's a bell.
That don't sound right. You should say hit the bell. That's what you should do. No. Like and subscribe.
Okay, you ain't gotta check me on this camera. You ain't gotta do that. You have to do that.
Sometimes you need to be checked. You be talking funny.
Okay.
So once again, hope this can help somebody. And if you like the video, just share it to other people, because a lot of people do have that question.
And a lot of people are very scared to buy a home and very scared to buy a truck. But follow your dreams. You got to take your jump. And before y'all leave, we posted a video saying, how do we take the first jump into trucking? Was that the title of it?
Mm-hmm.
How do we take the jump into trucking? And I think that'll help anybody take that leap of faith into trucking or into whatever career. It don't even have to necessarily be trucking. Into that next career of growth, because you gotta jump. It ain't gonna come to you. When we decided to buy our first house, it was out of nowhere. I was at the DMV and I said, Joey, let's go to the bank and see if we can get a house. I didn't talk to them about it before or nothing. Went to the bank, they approved us the same day.
And I was sitting there like, is she doing good? She always up to something. But hey, it worked.
It worked. And then for the second house, I said, in that take the jump in that video that we have, same thing. I said, Joey, Let's sell our house, buy another house.
And I'm like, oh, here we go again. Always up to something.
But everything I'm doing, it works. But that's because I came with planning. We both pay the bills, but I manage a lot of the bills. I see the bills, so I know what we could afford, what we couldn't afford. So that's why I took that jump and I pulled him off the cliff, and now we soaring through the skies.
You know what? I know what I was gonna say.
Okay, go say.
When it comes to bills, make sure, say your mortgage is $700 a month. You want to make sure that you have double that amount in your account.
It's triple.
Triple.
That's what they told us. Triple that amount in your account.
Triple the amount in your account.
But be realistic. Double.
Double, triple, don't matter. Basically,
For
have
all
more
the bills.
for all the bills. That way, say you lose your job for a few months, or say something happens for a few months, that'll already be covered within those couple of months, and you don't have to worry about that because it shouldn't take you 5 or 2 or 3 months to find some type of job to finish paying your bills or something like that.
So say for example, ours is $2,500 for all our bills, the mortgage, the lights, the water, and all that stuff. That's the average. It's $2,500. We 3 times that, so they end up being like 7 something. So I think it's 7,500. So that's what they like to see in the bank. They like to see 3 times the amount of all your utility bills, and it's always a good little tool to have anyway. Like with our truck, when it broke down, we already had enough money to replace a couple weeks for our truck payment because it's just a common thing. Always plan ahead and plan for the worst, and you won't be shocked. And you won't be in pain when it does happen. You won't be like, how am I gonna pay this? How am I gonna pay that? No, go ahead and plan for the worst to happen. Put it in the back of your head. It's already taken care of. So when it hit, it won't be like a hit to the heart and stab to the chest.
Be prepared for that storm.
Yes. So we hope y'all like this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Press the notification bell and press subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram at love_me_some_Clarissa.
And follow me
and say it like that too.
Follow me at _the simple guy.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks for watching the Rankins World Channel.